please do not dismiss any opportunity to grind out any free-to-play units in this game. And the ones I'm specifically talking about in this video are strike units, as you can see on the screen. So these strike units from these strike events are very, very old, and if you've been around for a minute playing Dokkan, you probably most likely had the same idea I did about these units being complete fodder, because they don't have a Dokkan awakening into TURs, and they don't even have easy A's, except for the one Mighty Mask right here on the JP side of Dokkan. And that's the reason why I'm even talking about these units right now. Even though Mighty Mask is the only one right now, Mighty Mask right now proves that these other units are actually going to get Dokkan Awakenings and easy A's later on. On top of that, you have this Kid Vegeta. This is the only representation of a Kid Vegeta in the game. So when he gets his Dokkan Awakening easy A, he's going to be pretty useful. This is the only representation of the failures for the fusion of Gotenks. And Jackie Chun, there's not very many units of him. The only representation of Chilled in the game, the only representation of King Vegeta, as well as Grandpa Gohan, a standalone unit. We obviously have the Grandpa Gohan that is paired with Han as a joined forces unit, which is also free to play, by the way. And then King Cold. There's literally no other King Cold in this game right now, and he really doesn't have very much screen time in the Dragon Ball universe, so I can understand why they don't really have anything to go off of. But this is the only representation other than the King Cold with LR, Mecha Frieza, and King Cold. But this is the only standalone King Cold in the game. But yeah, these strike units are and probably will be very useful in the near future in this era of Dokkan, with Dokkan Awakenings and easy A's for free-to-play units. And so let's take a look real quick at this Mighty Mask that goes from SSR, or from SR to SSR, and then into a TUR. And then Extreme Z Awakening. So, and his stats, not too bad for a free-to-play unit, and raises attack and defense for 1 turn is not a bad effect for a super attack. So, as you can see, it's just Dokkan's in a new era. On top of that, these are the only units that are not LRs that are going to have super attack level of 20. So that makes them unique, makes them very unique. So if anything, collect them for your box, because they are very unique in that aspect. The very first of its kind to have a super attack level of 20 that aren't LRs. So I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, don't dismiss any free-to-play units. And whenever you feel like there's nothing to do in Dokkan, this might be something you could do. Whether you've been around for a minute or you're new to the game, this is definitely something you can do if you don't have these units yet. Go ahead and grind these units out. When you feel like you've done everything you can in those low moments of Dokkan where there's not much to do, this is something you can work on. So thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, bye y'all.